Hello everyone. So today we'll see numerical on worm and worm wheel. So this is numerical in front of you. What is given is a 3-start worm has a pitch diameter of 80 mm and a pitch of 20 mm. So as we know that I am writing here given data and what to find out. A 3-start worm. Always remember for a worm number of start, that is n, is equal to number of teeth on worm. So n is equal to t2, and as it is 3-start worm, so I can write it is equal to 3. So our first given data is n is equal to t2 is equal to 3. Next, has a pitch diameter of 80 mm. So d2 is equal to 80 mm. This all information is given for worm, and hence I use second 2 as notation for worm and 1 for a gear. As a pitch of 20 mm. Next one, it is given pitch of 20 mm. So axial pitch is equal to 20 mm. Next, it rotates. It rotates means worm rotates. So it is n2 is equal to 750 rpm. Next, and drives a 40-tooth worm gear. So 40-tooth worm gear means T1 is equal to 40, teeth on worm gear is 40. If coefficient of friction is 0.06, mu is given 0.06, and from this mu we know that further we can find out phi, that is tan inverse of mu, and I think tan inverse of 0.06 is, we'll calculate it, it is 3.43 degree. So that is phi. Friction angle is 3.43 degree. These are the given data, and from this we have to find out what to find out first, the helix angle of the worm. We have to find out for worm, so helix angle notation is alpha. So first we have to find out alpha to second speed of the gear. So for gear it is n1. Next, center distance, that is CD. Fourth one, efficiency. Fifth one, lead angle for maximum efficiency. So delta for efficiency max. And the last one, maximum efficiency. So this is our data, means what is given to us and what we have to find out. So for finding this, I will solve one by one. So first of all, solution. We have to find out alpha 2 first. So how we find out alpha 2 first? We know that to find alpha 2, that is helix angle of the worm, we have to find alpha 1, because we know that alpha 2 is equal to, relation is alpha 2 is equal to 90 minus alpha 1. But whether alpha 1 is known to me, for finding alpha 1, actually it is known to you, alpha 1 nothing but delta. So 90 minus delta. Now how to find delta? So I can find out delta as delta is equal to, we know relation, we know formula, tan delta. Tan of delta is equal to, we know that tan delta is equal to lead upon pi of d2. So whether lead is known to you, we know that lead is equal to n into axial pitch upon pi d2. So just putting value of n is equal to 3. Then axial pitch is known to us, how much it is, 20 mm upon pi into d2. D2 also known to us, how much it is, 80 mm. If we find out this, if we calculate this, we will get value of delta, and it is equal to, that delta, it is nothing but alpha 1. So delta nothing but alpha 1 is equal to 13.42 degree. So it is value of delta, first value we find out, and as delta is this much, 13.42, how much alpha 2 will be? Alpha 2 is 90 minus delta. So alpha 2 is equal to 90 minus 13.42, which is equal to 76.57 degree. So this is our first answer. Means I find out alpha 2. How you find out alpha 2? It's very simple. Alpha 2 is nothing but spiral angle of the worm. To find out spiral angle of the worm, we find out spiral angle of the gear, that is alpha 1, which is also equal to delta. And for finding delta, we use this relation. So formula we use to find out alpha 2 is tan of delta is equal to something. We know this relation. By using this, we find out delta and hence alpha 2. So this is our first answer. Next one is N1. Now how to find N1? It's very easy. That is speed of the gear. So just see whether speed of worm is given. Yes, it is N2 is equal to 750 rpm. Anything other is given. T1 is known, T2 is known, N1 is known. We know that relation from gear ratio. To find out N1, we can use gear ratio is equal to, we can use T2 by T1 is equal to, what we can write, T2 by T1 is equal to reciprocal of speed. So it is equal to N1 by N2. Out of this, if you see, T2 is known, yes, T1 is known, N1 we have to find out, and N2 is known. So we can find out N1. So by putting this, T2 is equal to 3 upon 40 is equal to N1 upon N2. How much N2 is given? 750, and hence we will get N1. N1 is equal to 56.25 rpm. So here we will get answer 56.25 rpm, and this is our last answer. That is, actually here it is 76.57. So which formula we used for finding N1? It's very simple. We use just gear ratio formula, and that is nothing but gear ratio is equal to T2 by T1 is equal to N1 by N2. Very simple, straightforward numerical. So two things we find out, alpha 2 and 2. Now next we have to find out is center distance. So for center distance, we know formula for center distance. So third one I have to find out is center distance CD, and for a spiral, for worm and worm wheel, formula for center distance, that is CD is equal to, what it is? Yes, it is transverse module MT2 by 2 into T1 tan delta plus T2. So to find out center distance, I know this formula. What it is? So what we required? MT2, T1, delta and T2. Out of this, T1 is known, delta is known, T2 is known. What about MT2? That is transverse module. We know I can write MT2 as D2 by T2, this 2 as it is, into this formula, in this term as it is. So if we put values here, all terms are known. What I did here is I put MT2 in terms of D2 and T2. So just putting values, we know D2 is how much? 80 mm as given, upon T2. T2 is 3 into 2 in bracket T1 tan delta. How much T1 is? 40 into tan of delta. Delta we just find out 13.42. Tan of 13.42 plus T2. How much T2 is? 3. And finally we will get how much it is. So by calculating this, we will get it is 167.25 mm. So this is our center distance. So just straightforward again, to find out center distance also, we just use formula of center distance, and all values are known. Only we put MT2 in terms of D2 and T2. So these three things we find out till now. Now we will see next terms. What next is, we have to find out efficiency. Now for efficiency also we know formula. It is normal efficiency we need to find out, not maximum. So fourth one is efficiency. what formula that we can use for efficiency is, we know formula of efficiency is equal to tan delta upon tan of delta plus pi. Now remember why I use this formula. It is given in the numerical 3 start worm, pitch of 80 mm and 20 mm. So who drives a worm? Means who will be driver? Worm is a driver. So I written this formula by assuming a worm as a driver. When worm is a driver, we know formula. Remember, if worm gear is a driver, then formula will get changed. It is tan something, you know, next formula. So for when worm is driver, efficiency is equal to tan delta upon tan delta plus pi, and we know value of tan delta. Delta just we find out in the last only. How much delta we find out is tan of 13.42 upon delta plus pi. So it is upon tan of 13.42 plus pi. Pi is how much? 3.43. So by solving this, calculating this, we will get value of efficiency, and efficiency is equal to 78.78%. So it's again simple, only straightforward. We know, if you know formula, we can solve this efficiency. So efficiency is 78.78. We just need to know what is delta value and pi value. Both are known. Now next one is delta for maximum efficiency. So in the theory we discuss about conditions for maximum efficiency, and we know if based on same assumption, if worm is driver, so here also we use same and here also we use same. If worm is driver, we know for maximum efficiency we can write alpha 1 is equal to theta minus pi by 2, and alpha 2 is equal to theta plus pi upon 2. Remember this, it is based on assumption that worm is driver, and hence as we need to find out delta, delta is nothing but alpha 1. So what is alpha 1? Alpha 1 is equal to delta, it is equal to theta minus pi by 2. So all values are known. Theta is shaft angle, how much it is? 90 degree, minus phi, phi also known to us, how much it is? 3.43 upon 2, which is equal to, that is delta is equal to, delta for maximum efficiency is equal to 43.28 degree. Again it is just, if you know for condition for maximum efficiency, then we can solve very easily. As assuming here we need to check who is driver. As worm is driver, I use this condition. If worm gear is driver, then this formula will get changed. Next and the last, we need to find out maximum efficiency. So efficiency maximum I have to find out, and for this efficiency max, we know formula. What it is? It is 1 minus sin phi upon 1 plus sin phi. So to find out maximum efficiency, we just need value of phi, which is known to you, that is 1 minus sin of 3.43 upon 1 plus sin of 3.43 degree, which is equal to 88.70%. So it is value of maximum efficiency. We can see here there is difference in the value of efficiency and maximum efficiency. So this is all about numerical. You can see again what we discussed in the numerical. So based on given data, I have to find out alpha 2. For finding alpha 2, we use this formula. As we know alpha 1 is equal to delta, and we know this relation, we get value of delta. Once we get delta, we can find alpha 2 by using 90 minus alpha 1. Then to find out speed of the gear, we use gear ratio formula. To find central distance, we know this formula already. Just we need to put value of mt2 in terms of d2 upon t2, and then finally for finding efficiency and condition for maximum efficiency, we check first who is driver. As worm is driver here, we use corresponding formulas to get efficiency and to get maximum efficiency conditions. So we get efficiency and delta. This delta is for maximum efficiency, keep in mind. And finally we get maximum efficiency as 1 minus sin phi upon 1 plus sin phi formula. Just put value of phi, we get efficiency maximum. So it's very simple numerical based on worm and worm gear. Similar kinds of numerical can be asked in your examination. We will see next numericals in next lecture.